Leave a letter, a sealed, stamped letter but unmailed for someone else to find. Leave it on a sidewalk, inside a store, or phone booth. Put it under the windshield wipers of a parked car with a note saying, "Found near car." All letters are addressed to the same post office box, but they're evenly split between 4 different intended recipients. Friends of the Communist Party, friends of the Nazi Party, medical research associates, and Mr. Walter Carnap, all fictitious. The innocuous content of the letters, if anyone's curious enough to open and read, is a simple message from Max to Walter, proposing an upcoming meeting.
Carnap. It's kind of an odd name. Like the philosopher?
In 2 weeks, out of 100 lost letters to each addressee, 72 were sent to the Medical Research Associates, while 71 were sent to Mr. Walter Carnap, but a mere 25 to the Friends of the Communists, and the same number, 25, to the Nazis. We can deduce from this that the American public has an aversion to Nazis and communists, results that are reasonable and even comforting, though not startling. Why not take it further? Takedo Murata, another student, drives to Charlotte and Raleigh, North Carolina to lose a new batch of letters. When the letters come back, the percentages once again confirm expected prejudices. Pro-white letters get mailed more often in white neighborhoods. More pro-Negro letters get mailed from black neighborhoods. A variation. I hire a pilot with a Piper Cub to fly low for Worcester, Massachusetts, spilling lost letters. They land in trees, ponds, on rooftops. Not all my ideas are brilliant. For the small world problem, we asked people in Kansas and Omaha to mail a packet to a person in Sharon, Massachusetts. The instructions are simple. There's a target person, in this case, a stockbroker named Jacobs in Sharon, Mass. Assuming they don't know this person, people are asked to mail the folder to someone who might know him. They can send it to a friend, relative, or acquaintance, but they have to send it, and this is key, to a person they know on a first-name basis. There's a roster to fill out and a batch of postcards to mail back to Harvard to track the process. Will it work? We don't know. A woman in Omaha sends the folder to a high school friend, a bank clerk in Council Bluffs, Iowa. She sends it to a man in Belmont, Massachusetts, a publisher, who sends it to a tanner in Sharon. The tanner sends it to his brother-in-law, a sheet metal worker, also in Sharon, who sends it to a dentist, who sends it to a printer, who sends it to Mr. Jacobs. 7 links in a chain. The average chain, in fact, involves 5.5 links. That is, we determine that less than 6 degrees of separation exist between you and several million strangers who you may or may not encounter in your lifetime. When we understand the structure of this communication net, we stand to grasp a good deal more about the fabric of society. Maybe it's not necessarily justified, this common human complaint, the feeling that we're all cut off, alienated, and alone. Around this time, I was also working on The Familiar Stranger. We take photographs of commuters on a train platform.
Each figure in the photographs are given a number. The photographs are duplicated, and a week later, the students follow up.
Hello, I'm a student at CUNY. Would you mind filling out this questionnaire?
Oh, okay.
Also, do you recognize any of these people?
No.
What about here?
Well, that's me.
Yes, can you identify anyone else?
Not by name.
Most commuters recognize on average 4 individuals that they see in their daily routine but never speak to, familiar strangers. Amongst these are sociometric stars, figures that they not only recognize, but even fantasize about.
They wonder what kind of lives these strangers lead, what their jobs are like, and if they ran into each other in another place, or if some emergency jolted them out of this routine, they might start to speak, to actually know one another.